Ye Wubin's 100 Lessons to Mastering Time Management. Lesson 79. What listing system is the best one? Hello everyone, my name is Ye Wubin from Neng. I am so happy to be with you now at 6 a.m. on the Ximalaya App. For those of you who have been following my lessons, welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome aboard. I'm so happy to have you with us. Time is man's scarcest resource. Once it's used, it can never be regained. So if you're not using your time effectively, or if the time you are spending is only getting you further away from your dreams in life, then stay with me. Listen a while, and I'm confident I can help open your eyes to a new path that will get you closer to your dreams. I want to remind you, there are 100 classes in this album, and every class lasts about 6 minutes. It is updated at 6 a.m. New York City time each morning. The reason why Ye Neng's method is so effective is because it combines the concepts of efficient time management with the use of the best tools. Using the right tools can have a profound impact on your time management execution. In the previous lecture, I talked about the calendar system. We need to collect, schedule, and execute all events in an easy-to-use way, breaking it down into a number of categories. Delete tasks that you don't want to complete. Put tasks you do not need or want to complete right away in the future probably category. And put the matters you want to do into calendars and lists. You can put 3 categories into your calendar, and all 3 are kinds of appointments. 1 to complete a specific action, 1 to view information, and 1 to determine what needs to be done. In the last class, I talked about the advantages of using the Apple Calendar, the cell phone, and a synchronizing system to allow us to share the calendars with others. In addition, I discussed the need to be able to review past items and review future items. Every time we open the calendar, we can see completed tasks as well as tasks that will come due in the next 1, 2, or 3 months. I also share my calendar with my family, colleagues, and students. The Apple Calendar makes this very easy to do. With the exception of specific scheduled appointments, we have flexibility in when we complete tasks and the order in which we complete them. The first 13 lessons that you listened to explain that we should classify events carefully into relevant groups. And in addition, we must be able to adapt to changes in schedules and new tasks that appear unexpectedly. How should we do this? The answer is to be sure not to put too many appointments in the calendar. We should manage most things using a list system instead. These concepts are the basis of the GTD method, which stands for Getting Things Done. My mastery of time management is due in large part to my comprehensive study of the GTD system. I took the core concepts and created the 3-part Ye Neng method of collection, scheduling, and execution. The 2 key tools that we use to execute this system are the calendar and the list system. There are many list systems that exist today, including lists on computers and cell phones, and on Apple operating systems as well as the Android operating systems. Of course, there are both good and bad systems. If you have a lot of responsibilities, or you have a business, or your needs are complex, I suggest you buy an app called OmniFocus. Omni means all of all things, and focus means to center your attention. So, OmniFocus is a system that allows you to focus on each area of your life in an organized way. The name OmniFocus helps us understand that we must collect information from every part of our life, but carefully focus our energy only on the areas that are most important, and do that in the right order. So you see, we will manage either scheduled activities using a calendar and list items using the OmniFocus system. Let's talk about the advantages of OmniFocus. First, I'll admit it is expensive, but it is also very valuable. You must buy different versions of OmniFocus for the phone, the iPad, and the Apple computer, and each are expensive. There is a version that you can find on the App Store which combines the iPhone and the iPad versions. However, the expense is most definitely worth it. It is the best such app out there, and it is the best on the market today. Second, what are OmniFocus's valuable functions? First of all, it has a synchronization function, which means it can automatically synchronize multiple devices. Second, it has the ability to back up via the cloud. You don't need to worry about losing data, and you can use servers that are provided by OmniFocus. If you are in China, you can use the NUT-store archiving method instead of the cloud. Third, OmniFocus complies with the Neng and GTD methods perfectly. If you want to become a master of time management, I highly recommend using OmniFocus. Let me give you a few specific reasons why it's so good. First, it has the ability to store information about your 50,000 meter high goals, so that you can achieve the high altitude life that we spoke about before. You can add information across different time frames as you see fit, whether it be 1 to 2 years from now, 5 to 10 years from now, or over the next week. All of these views can be accommodated easily within its system. Second, OmniFocus can integrate with your calendar. Instead of needing to switch back and forth between your calendar and the OmniFocus app, it will store the calendar events within OmniFocus and integrate it into your tasks. It allows us to easily see which items we must complete today, in a week, in a month, in a year, and so forth. It is very convenient. Third, it accommodates the concept of contextual management that we've discussed so often. Remember, it is important to classify items according to the optimal context that we should complete it, like on a train or at home. OmniFocus allows for categorizations by context. It has additional functions, such as markers and location management. If you like what you hear, I really recommend that you buy it. You must understand that OmniFocus can only be used on Apple devices, not Android and not Windows. There is also another piece of software called DoIt.im, which has been developed in China. I have not used it before, but I'm waiting to see what everyone else thinks of it. DoIt.im seems to charge a fee. I believe it's about 100 RMB per month, or about $16 US, and that could be monthly or yearly. I'm not sure. OmniFocus costs about 256 RMB, or about $37 one time, and you have it for life. The truth is that a good GTD task management system will usually require some sort of payment. There are alternatives such as Notepad and Paper and Pen, or cheaper software that you can find in the App Store or the Android Store. Try them out, choose the one that works the best for you. If you have several responsibilities or a business, then you must use some sort of listing system. If your needs are simple, then you can just use the calendar system only. It's so important that I'm going to say this again. If you have multiple responsibilities or if you have a business, then you truly must use a comprehensive listing system to effectively implement these principles. If you want to use the Android platform, then you really have no choice. You can only use the DoIt.im software because the OmniFocus software is not available on Android systems. OmniFocus is really the best software to use. It is the software that all of my offline students like to use. You can use it your whole life once you purchase it, so I highly recommend you buy it today. Are you ready to change your life and improve your productivity? Then don't delay. Choose your time management system today and get started. These audio lessons are translated by Neng's partner Cece and then recorded by her husband Justin. I wish you great success today. See you tomorrow.